Look, guys.
So this is Aleah's current toddler room. We actually want to transition her out of the crib. So today I'm going to take you guys through an entire makeover of this bedroom. Brush your Aleah, are you excited for school?
Mommy,
I'm going to make myself an oatmeal bowl. I actually found the nested crib on Facebook Marketplace for $50. Converts from a mini crib to a regular crib to a toddler bed. Let this be a lesson for you. I was kind of scammed from Facebook Marketplace. You excited to see your new room?
big go big.
It's someone's first day of school today. Good morning, Booba. Are you ready for your first day of school? You ready?
Yeah.
You had a good sleep?
What's this?
You want to wear a dress today? Okay, 1 second. Look at the current state of Aleah's room. We are totally gonna redo it today. Hey babies, what's up? It's Haley and welcome back to my channel. I'm here with Aleah today. We're gonna get her ready for daycare. It is her first official day. At her new school year, she's gonna have a new teacher. You wanna wear this? It's so nice. Aleah, it's long sleeve. It's hot. Let's choose something short, okay? So this is Aleah's current toddler room. You guys know I did that mural in the back not that long ago, but at this point, we actually want to transition her out of the crib. So today I'm gonna take you guys through an entire makeover of this bedroom. We are actually going to be converting this nestig that I got for baby Naomi into a toddler bed. I know, that can be a toddler bed. How crazy. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Hi, Papa.
Before we get started on all that, I need an empty house, so let's get this girl to daycare. Have fun.
Okay.
Fun.
Look.
Guys, look. I know, she's doing her first haul.
Wow. Where'd you get this from? Thrift store too?
Look, guys. I'll just see this.
What color is it, Aleah?
Oh, it's the bad go to sleep.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go to Naomi. Where is she? Here's Naomi. Hi, Naomi. Good morning. Good morning, Booba. Oh my gosh, your hair's a mess. Good morning. Oh no, big khaki Naomi. And the mess is consistent. I'm currently switching out Naomi's clothes from her old 3 to 6 months to now the new 6 to 9 months. Let's do brush teeth. Oh, I like your watch. So nice. Okay, brush teeth.
Love you.
Bless you.
Thank you. Everybody, Aleah know how to brush teeth. Levad. Good job.
Baba.
Brush your teeth. Do 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 do. Brush your teeth. Do 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 do. No? Okay.
All done.
Got Aleah's new backpack. Aleah got a new water bottle. You like it? Also named all of her stuff. Because if you guys remember, they always used to get her name spelling wrong. I feel like maybe it's like one person who doesn't know how to spell her name. And that's the person that's in charge of everything.
Let's go.
It's tasty. Want to give me some?
Yummy.
Aleah, are you excited for school? You look so cute today. You're going to Gun? Khadash, it's new.
Mommy.
Let's take a minute for these shoes that I thrifted her for like $2. She has a thing where she's lately like taking off her shoes all the time, so the Velcro has been easiest for me to get them back on.
Okay, bye, Ma.
Okay, bye. Babe, we gotta unbox all these boxes.
Love you.
Aleah, I love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
I just took a bunch of pictures of her for her first day, and you guys, I just can't believe that it's been another year already. Yes, I know, I call it school. It's not technically school, but she goes there for the majority of the day. Let's face it, it's school. Naomi is too big for the swing, so we upgraded her to a little PlayStation. She's practicing her balance on this, which is awesome. And it gives me a few minutes that I can make breakfast. Today, I don't know why, but I am craving something on the sweeter side rather than savory, so I'm going to make myself an oatmeal bowl. This is like one of the easiest recipes ever. I actually have a reel of it on my Instagram, but basically it's just half a cup of quick oats, and you want to double that portion with water. So into that is 1 cup of water. I'm going to microwave that for about 2 minutes, and while that's going in the meantime, I'll prepare my toppings. So I'm actually gonna cut it with this wavy knife, which if you guys haven't used for baby-led weaning is amazing because it creates some texture so that it's easier for baby to grip onto this. Once it's ready, I put in a splash of oat or almond milk, some maple syrup to sweeten it, with a little bit of cinnamon. Now that the base is ready, all we have to do is add our toppings. I like to add a little bit of peanut butter, peaches, and that's breakfast. Yummy! Breakfast with mama. set down Naomi for her first nap, and I really want to take advantage of the fact that she's sleeping and go ahead and do this room. I also changed because I needed to be comfortable, guys. We're going to be changing up so much here. First of all, Aleah is now 2.5, and we feel like she is finally ready to transition into a real bed. So you guys see every morning we usually take her out of her crib, and I don't know, I just feel like at this point I really want to get her into the habit of, for example, we actually have a 6 o'clock bedtime. It doesn't necessarily mean that she has to go to sleep at 6 o'clock. We just kind of like start doing her bedtime preparations at 6, and she's usually in the room by 6:30. With that, she usually just plays in her crib with all of her toys until about 7, I want to say, and then she actually falls asleep. We really like implementing this because it allows her to play independently and like know how to be on her own and be okay. She doesn't fight bedtime, she's totally okay with it, but I do feel like we're at a point where I actually want her to be able to have the freedom, I don't want to say to choose when she goes to sleep, but in that 1 hour from 6 to 7, she can be in the room, she could play around with some toys, and then go to bed when she's ready rather than just be forced to stay inside a crib. So if you guys remember in my nesting video, I actually found the nested crib on Facebook Marketplace for $50. This crib actually converts from a mini crib to a regular crib to a toddler bed. But guys, this entire crib set is worth I think almost $800 if I'm not wrong. So we are going to convert this little mini crib into the toddler bed. I'm also going to get rid of the mural in the back. I feel like I want to do a complete redesign of the space. I also ordered her a little play shelf from Target that's supposed to be arriving today in the next couple of hours, so I'm hoping we're going to get that done also, because the whole point is that I want this to be a space that if she wakes up early, she won't be coming out of the room, but she'll be waiting and playing in here until we come get her. First things first, I want to try to clear out as many things as I can. We are going to be keeping the rug. Our vacuum cleaner, after doing all of our projects in the garage, kind of died, so I had to get a new one. This one had really good reviews. It's a cordless vacuum and it's in the prettiest blue color too, so I'm gonna just charge it up and we'll clean up the space and then start the makeover. I'm so excited to surprise her with this room. I just hope her reaction will be good. Aleah's absolutely obsessed with stuffed animals. Please guess down below how many stuffed animals you think are in here. Whoever guesses it right, in the next video I'm gonna have Aleah say hello to you personally with your name, because the girl is absolutely obsessed. Every time we see a new one, she always wants us to get it, and she always asks us to bring it into bed with her. So we gotta say goodbye to this crib. And like I mentioned, I'm gonna get rid of the rainbow. I don't think it's gonna look the best with the crib, and I also got some new decals that I think are so cute that I want to show you. This is obviously my first time opening this box, you guys, and the color is so gorgeous. It does look like quite a bit of assemblies required, so let's do it. So y'all, let this be a lesson for you. If you want to buy something from Facebook Marketplace, you need to be careful sometimes, because I am missing hardware. Basically, in order to turn it into a toddler bed, these are going to be the sides, and then I need something to connect this to those pieces over there, which I seem to be missing. So Haley is a problem solver. We are not going to be giving up. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to Home Depot. I actually have a screenshot of the 2 or 3 little nuts and bolts that I need to get. I'm also literally going to take this piece and the side piece with me, and I'm going to have one of the associates hopefully help me find exactly what I'm looking for, and then I could just buy it on my own so I can assemble this bed. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Listen, at the end of the day, an $800 crib that I still got for $70, if that means I have to buy a few nuts and bolts for like a couple bucks, it's still worth it. But in the meantime, I don't have a car because Evan is not home yet. So I thought that we would get into the wall decals before we finish up the bed, and we will finish up the bed. I'm sure of it. Really loved what I did in Naomi's room with the daisies, but I was able to find this like different size decals for the back wall over here, and I love that the pinks would actually match the rug. What's great about these two is that they actually come in different types and different sizes, so it's not gonna feel too uniform. I mean, so freaking cute. So I started putting up some of the big flowers, but I want to be sure to put the name sign before I go further so I can kind of decorate the flowers in the right way. And as you guys know, time and time again, I don't bolt or glue or any of this kind of stuff to the wall. I literally just use command strips. It's the best thing ever. So, update. I'm back. Something that should have taken 30 minutes took almost 2 hours, but we got everything that we need to finish building this bed, and you guys don't understand. Halfway, I bought my stuff, I left the house, I was driving, and then I'm like, where is the Home Depot bag? And I realized that I left it at the cashier. Like, you see, my brain just like doesn't work sometimes. I know people say you can't blame postpartum brain forever, but at this point, it was so embarrassing that I did that, I will. But let's finish building the bed. guys, that was the biggest project of my life. So freaking worth it. I mean, I don't know about you guys. There's a part of me that thought maybe it was a little bit too busy. There's a few that I still want to move around, but I really love the decals. It looks like a flower wallpaper and I think it's adorable. The bed turned out perfect too, and I was actually a little bit worried. I was scared that Aleah was going to be falling at night, but the mattress is actually in a little bit, so there's a good amount of space, as you can see, that is going to hold her in. I want to find like little stickers to just cover these up. And just because of the fact that this project took so long, you guys, I was only able to finish this part today, so I'm going to show this to Aleah, and then I'm going to have to do the shelving and all that stuff tomorrow. Just because, you know, I was kind of scammed from Facebook Marketplace. I mean, I can't really call it a scam because I definitely got my money's worth. I paid what, like an extra $15 for hardware, but the fact that I bought something and it didn't come with the hardware to make it into a toddler bed, a little bit of a scam, just a bit. Aleah, you excited to see your new room? Hello! Oh my gosh! Aleah! New bed! So basically, I stuffed all her toys here. And she's putting them all in her new bed. Aleah, you need your toys?
Yeah.
How many do you have?
So much.
So much!
You should have hit half of them.
Yeah, I know. Now I'm kind of regretting it. Babe, but how do you like it?
It's nice. There's no space for her. All the
I
toys
know.
gonna cover the bed.
I
She's
know!
gonna probably sit on the floor.
Big girl bed.
Big go big.
Because you are a big girl, right? Because Aleah have big girl bed. No more tsetse. Okay? Can I take it?
No.
Why? Aleah, you like your big girl bed?
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we're gonna continue because this side of the room we gotta make it like a little play corner. Got some decor going. I have a lot of ideas, so stick around. Zoe loves to splash and play in the. Now it's time for Mama to wash Zoe's hair. Oops, Zoe got some soap and water in her eyes. She doesn't like that feeling. Night, Zoe.
Again.
You like your big girl bed? No, Tetsi, give me Passy. Guys, this is the next step for what we have to get rid of. Hi guys, welcome back. Okay, next day. We're gonna be finishing up the room today, but I quickly wanted to give you an update on how last night went with Aleah sleeping in her new room. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, it was all nice and dandy. The girl was crying for a solid like hour and a half, I wanna say. But she wasn't like crying terribly, she was just whining. And we actually have a little camera in our room that we can just check it from our phone. And I just saw that every few minutes she kept going to like a different corner of the bedroom. I think having that like freedom to roam about was maybe a bit confusing for her. So it took a little while. I went into the room like 2 or 3 times. I calmed her down, I read her a book, I gave her a lot of hugs, and I kept explaining to her that this is her big girl bed. She still has the same stuffed animals and I'm still right across the hall, and I kept trying to explain things to her. And I definitely feel like maybe after the second time that I went in, she definitely calmed down. She was just playing with her dolls in bed as I was watching on the camera, and she ended up falling asleep. And then when she woke up in the morning, she didn't cry. She was actually very much okay, which was great. But I did want to share it with you because I just don't want you guys to think like we're gonna do such a huge change and everything is gonna be perfect. Like definitely I was having a little bit of anxiety about it because obviously as a mom you're always thinking, are the decisions that I'm making for my family the best decisions? Like I kept thinking, is it too soon? Like did I not do it right? Maybe she doesn't feel comfortable, maybe I needed to explain it more. Like I kept doubting myself, but then I also gave myself grace and I'm like, Haley, just give it time. It's the first night. It's totally okay that it's not going perfectly because life isn't perfect, you guys. But I did want to share that this morning I got the cutest clip of her basically just giving a kiss to every single one of her flowers. There's this thing that we do every night before she goes to bed. She wants me to hug absolutely everything in the room, so she wants me to hug the ceiling fan, hug the wall, hug the bed, hug the chair. It was the cutest thing ever. But with all that, we're gonna finish it up today. The shelf that was supposed to arrive yesterday only arrived this morning, so I'm gonna go ahead and build her toy shelf because I don't want her to feel like she has to stay in the bed. I want her to have a little corner of the room that she can play. We're gonna build that. I got a little toy box for her. I ordered some bookshelves because she loves it when Eran and I, whoever does the night routine, reads her a book before bed, so that way we could keep the books organized. And one more thing I need to mention, for any of you moms that are transitioning your child to a toddler bed where they're not going to be confined in a crib, I actually didn't think about it, but I remembered last night as I was sleeping, okay, this is something I should probably do. And that is make sure that the room is baby proofed. I think for the longest time, because Aleah's a toddler, you don't think about baby proofing anymore, but then I realized her being in the room for however long, she may start getting creative with things to do. So I made sure to get little outlet covers, like plugs to plug all of the outlets. Something else I know that this girl would definitely do is try to open the closet doors. So this is actually what I ended up getting. saying it's basically child safety locks. I put some on her closet door already so that she won't be able to open the closet if she wants to. Something else I also got is this little safety door handle, because obviously adults know you can open it like this, but for a kid it's definitely harder. And obviously the reason we need to do that is because we have stairs, and especially if we're sleeping, like I don't want her to be able to get out of the room without our supervision. Okay, moving on to the play shelf. I actually am not gonna lie to you guys, I ordered this one on Target originally because I love the fact that it was a play shelf that after she doesn't use it as a play shelf, we can use it around the house for something else. I went ahead and built it, but it was humongous. It was just way too big for the room and very overwhelming. Like it was literally bigger than her actual bed. I went on Amazon and I discovered this one. It's in the shape of like a little teepee. Very boho. The biggest shelves are on the bottom so she can access a couple of toys, which is great. And I think it'll be a nice design element to the room as well. And it was under $100, which is really good for a shelf. I just really hope that it's bigger and taller than the height of this, because that would be a very tiny shelf if it's not. Oh, it's the prettiest color wood, and I actually think that this is untreated wood. So if I wanted to stain it a different color, if you guys want to stain it a different color to match your decor, you definitely can. You guys, I love so much how it turned out. Also height wise, she's at a point that she's gonna be able to reach all of the shelves, which is amazing. Next, I wanted to create like a little book nook for Aleah because she has a lot of books, and like I said, we want to be able to read her a story before bed every day. So I'm actually gonna be installing the same shelves that I have downstairs in their playroom. It was like $14 maybe for a pack of 2. Super easy to install, so I'm just gonna do that quickly. But I did want to mention also for you guys, as you know on my channel, I'm definitely somebody who is very into aesthetics, but there's something that people don't really mention, especially when they do all of these room makeovers. As much as obviously there's like so much excitement when kids get older, like making nurseries, all of that kind of stuff, I did really want to reiterate that at the end of the day, you can create yourself a pretty space. You don't have to spend a lot of money, but on top of that, if it's not really something that you're super into, like your child is not going to care. Like honestly, I feel like I have more of an appreciation for how pretty this looks than Aleah does, even though I will say she is someone who's very into aesthetics too. Every time she comes into a room and it's nice, she's like, wow, Ima. But I know that sometimes like there could be some parents out there that are watching this and they're just like, I don't have the creative mind to do this, or I can't afford to do it, or I want to, I don't have the space. I just want to remind you guys that your child loves you no matter what. Whether they have an aesthetic room or they don't, honestly, just spend quality time with them. Tell them you love them, kiss them goodnight, give them a lot of patience, and that's what your child will remember. They're not going to remember the bedroom that they had when they were like 2 years old. I just want to put it out there that mama, you are doing amazing. And as much as it could be really easy to compare yourself to other people and what you see online, and people have such aesthetic lives and aesthetic bedrooms for their kids and the most expensive baby products, like it's really not things that are necessary. Like I'll be the first to admit that I'm definitely getting joy out of putting this room together just because I personally enjoy it. And even though I know Aleah will too, the most important thing is to provide your child a functional room and a safe room. So obviously if you are putting any shelves, make sure to bolt them to the wall. Make things accessible so that they can reach and play on their own. Don't even feel the need to buy anything. Hand-me-downs. Hand-me-downs are great if you do want to buy things for not so expensive. Like Facebook Marketplace is your best friend. I just wanted to reiterate that to you guys. Mamas, you are all doing amazing no matter how you do it. With that being said, the whole conversation on how aesthetics isn't important. Look at this super cute aesthetic shelf I found. I'm sorry you guys, I had to, but I found this shelf right here at Five Below. Even though I think it was $9, Five Below, you're lying to me. It is freaking adorable. I thought it would go so well with obviously the color of the carpet. And then I got one in this really pretty yellow too, which really just goes to show super inexpensive, but a nice little detail to add to this room. And you may think this is such a tiny shelf to actually be functional, but the reason I'm going to be using this is because I want somewhere to put Aleah's monitor that she won't be able to actually touch it. So if this is high enough, her camera monitor can sit on this so that we can keep an eye on her and we don't have to worry that she's gonna be like playing with it or anything. Okay, you guys, the entire corner, it's done and it looks so freaking good. The flower shelves add a little touch. I'm probably just gonna put her like little hair ties and hair accessories on there for me to access every day. And then one final thing I'm gonna do right over here, I'm basically just adding a command hook because this is actually where we're going to be keeping her sound machine. I want to be able to keep it here so that she's not gonna touch it, because Aleah, I'm telling you, when she gets a hold of that thing, she just like goes through a bunch of different sounds. She doesn't know how to go back to the one that we usually do for her. So I like that I can just keep it there and then turn it off as soon as I come into the room in the morning. Here's the sound she likes, by the way. It's basically just like white noise of an airplane. If only it actually meant that she would sleep on her flights and in airplanes. That doesn't happen. And then finally, the last thing I got for her was this big, I want to say like toy chest. You guys know that she has a ton of stuffed animals, and I just want her to have an opportunity. I don't know if she actually will, but I want her to have an opportunity to put them away. It gets overwhelming. There's too many in her bed. I got this one on Amazon, and it's basically just one really, really big little toy chest thing, and it's got this little Velcro on lid, which is really cute. She's right away starting to play with some of her new toys. They're not new, they're just in rotation. She hasn't seen these ones in a while, so she gets excited to play with them. Aleah, do you like your room?
Yeah.
How much?
No,
No balikulam, no sleep yet.
oranges.
Oranges? You like orange juice? I'm really happy that I have a new little space to spend some more time with her, because now that Naomi's getting older, I think it's really good to sometimes have them separated so that I can give Aleah some personal time as well as Naomi some personal time. And the thing is, because we only had the one play shelf downstairs, it kind of only limited us to do play in that spot. So now the fact that she has this corner here as well makes me so happy. But you guys, thank you so much for watching. I know that I do these room makeovers quite often, but I think it's gonna stay this way for a little while because I really do love how it turned out. If you are watching up to this point, you are the real MVPs. We love the ones to stick around all the way till the end. And I think it's really appropriate, if you are watching up to this point, comment down below flower child, because Aleah really is, and obviously with the theme of this room, I'm really liking flowers right now, so comment that down below. I'm also gonna do my best to link everything down below as well, because I found a lot of these things for like super cheap, and I think it just really goes to show that with a little bit of creativity, you can create such a nice space for not a lot of money. I mean, think about it. Instead of doing an entire wallpaper, doing the wall decals, I think it cost me like $10 per pack, and I only got 2. And it really makes the biggest difference in the room. But I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. We do a lot of family stuff, a lot of fashion on this channel, and obviously some DIYs as well. It is Friday. This girl's about to go cook for Shabbat, but I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Say bye, everybody. And give me my phone back. Give me my